So I wanted to do a review of this mag light. It's a mini mag, but this is the AAA version rather than the AA version. It's also the LED version of the mini mag. It's rated at 100 lumens by Maglite. I have to say, I really like this light. It's not perfect, it's got a few things wrong with it, but the form factor of this I think is one of the mag's best. Unlike the AA mini mag, this is very pocket friendly, and it's just really nice to hold in the hand. It's, you know, really slim, really slender, but it's long enough that you can get a really good grip on it even when you're wearing gloves. And unlike a single AA light, so I've got a solitaire to compare to here, you can see it's quite a bit bigger than a 1AA solitaire. It's just really easy to get hold of, whereas a single AAA light, sorry, they're a bit small and fiddly sometimes. You know, they're good for key rings, but not perhaps so good for general use. But this I really like. So it's a form factor. So we're just running this on the batteries that came with it. So these are actually alkaline batteries in here. I wouldn't normally run those because they're prone to leaking. So as soon as these are flat, I'll be switching to some AAA inner loops. Nickel metal hydride rechargeables. Best thing to run your torches on, because you've got no risk of them leaking at any point, and they work well in cold weather as well. But you know, this is a typical mag light in terms of, you know, we've got the body, we've got the twisty head, so the on and off, you twist it to turn it on and off. You can use it in candle mode. We've got a smooth reflector in there, and you probably won't see it, but we've got what looks like a Cree XPE2 in there. So we've got quite a small LED, you know, moderately sized reflector. I mean, if we compare this to the solitaire, we can see that the reflector is actually quite a bit bigger on the mini mag. So what does all this do? Well, let's fire it up in the dark and we'll have a look. So 100 lumens in 2021 might not sound like a lot, but actually, as a single mode light, I think it might be the ideal output. And the reason for that is that if we turn this on, if I can do it one-handed, look at that. Up close, we've got quite a nice, almost floody beam. Even though it's a small LED, the focus on this and the smooth reflector actually do give quite a nice floody beam. So we can use it up close. So I could read a book using this, or, you know, I could map read with it. The hotspot looks a bit more intense on the camera, but actually it's not too bad by the eye. I can still see quite clearly what it's showing me, but it's just quite nice. But the main trick is, without having to change modes, we can come straight outside. Look, we can see the focus here. So if I do that, we have got a focus, and we can just go a little bit floody to a bit more concentrated beam. But with only 100 lumens, we can light stuff up. Look, we're reaching out to that barn there, absolutely no trouble, which for a light of this size is really impressive. And it's just quite a nice little light. I mean, you know, you could just turn this into a slightly floody beam, and you could use this to go walking with, and you can light up where you're walking. You've still got a little bit of distance out of it, and if you just need that bit more range, just focus it in, you know, and you've got pretty good range out of a light that is really tiny. The two AAAs actually give it quite good run time as well, so you're not burning through a battery really quick like you would be with a single AAA light. And it's just that form factor again, it's so lightweight, is you can put it in a pocket and almost completely forget it's there. Really, there is only one negative to this light, and it's really minor, and that is the tint is a little bit cool white. So I was just using an Astrolux light before this, an AO2, which has got a really lovely 4000K rating. It's sort of really nice sort of neutral white, almost warm white. Whereas this is a really cool white. Now the camera isn't showing it tonight because we've got the white balance in the auto mode and it's correcting it. But you kind of have to trust me when I say that the tint on this just isn't the best. But it's acceptable, you can get away with it. And what we'll try and do is, let's just try and fire up this Astrolux next to it. And we can see here, So we've got a 4000K Astrolux on the left, and we've got the mini mag on the right. Now in this instance, the white balance is probably doing it a disjustice, as it's making it look a bit green. It isn't green, it is just white, but it is a shame that it's not easy, especially in the UK, to get hold of better tinted mag lights. I know they have done a series of sort of warm white torches which you can get in the AAA mini mag. I have not been able to find one in the UK. I struggled to even find this. This was £23 from Amazon, which puts it on a slightly pricey side when you look at how much these things are in the USA, but it's not a bad price really for what it is. You know, if you want a small pocket torch, I haven't got anything in this size class that works as well as this mag light. Even this Astrolux I've just fired up, that's got a nice tint, but it's got other problems. So even though I've got this Astrolux which wins on the tint, in every other category the mag light is a better torch. It's just really, really nice to use. In fact, out of all the mag lights I've got, this probably ranks as my favourite. I do like my XL200, I use that quite a lot. And the DML25 LT is quite impressive for what it is, but really in terms of versatility, this little AAA mini mag, yeah, I'm digging this. This is a win from Maglite. And they might not have that many wins in the wider market these days. They might have vanished from the shelves in the UK, but they are still out there. And if you want a nice little torch that will run on any sort of battery, you know, common household batteries, get one of these. It's really good.